Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahmed Shafi. Today we are going to explain the grammar for Unit 4, the first year secondary school. This grammar is talking about a very important thing. It's talking about the nouns. Nouns, as in any other language, in English also comes in two different forms. They come in countable and uncountable form. Countable بمعنى يعد, uncountable بمعنى لا يعد. When a noun comes in countable form, it comes also in two other forms. It comes singular and the plural. When you use the singular, you can use a and one before a singular noun. And to make the plural from the countable nouns, you can add s, es, ies if the plural is regular. For the uncountable nouns, they are always singular. You can't put a and one before a noun, and you can't make a regular plural by adding s, es, ies from to form the plural. We are going to talk in detail about each kind of them. At first, we are going to talk in detail about the countable nouns. The countable nouns, as we said, can come in singular and they can come in plural. When we use a singular one, we can use a, an, and one before a singular one. And when we wanted to form the regular plural, we add s or esi or ies at the end, to the end of a singular noun. For example, a girl, girls, a bus, buses, an egg, eggs, a library, libraries. Of course, there are irregular forms of the plural. For example, child, children, crisis, crisis, datum, data, foot, feet, goose, gaze, man, men, medium, media, mouse, mice, oasis, oasis, ox, oxen, phenomenon, phenomena, tooth, teeth, woman, woman. Before the countable singular, as we said that, we use a and an. For example, my father bought a car. I have just seen an accident. You can use one. For example, one student got the full mark. We can use every or each. Every player in the team should train hard. Each tourist has a camera. We can use this or that. This girl is my daughter. That motorbike belongs to me. Before countable nouns, you can also use those quantifiers or demonstratives like these, those for the plural, some, any, many, a few, a lot of, lots of, several, two, three, or any other number. For example, I met several friends at the party. I have a few pocks in my bag. These boys are my cousins. 5 nurses are helping the surgeon. The uncountable nouns, they can come under different categories. They can come under the category of liquids. And when we say uncountable noun, we just can't use a, an, or one before that noun. And we can't form a plural from them because they come only in singular form. As we said that, we can put them under the category of liquids like water, juice, tea, coffee, oil, milk, soup, blood, etc. 2, they can come under the category of gases, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. Meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, like school subjects, history, mathematics, physics, biology, languages like English, Arabic, French, German, etc. Different activities like reading, smoking, writing, studying, shopping, eating, sports like football, volleyball, basketball, swimming. Materials coffee plus gold, iron, lime, stone, sand, soil, sugar, tea, wood. Natural phenomena: lightning, heat, snow, thunder, light, rain. Abstract nouns like honesty, hope, beauty, help, love, hatred, confidence, courage, experience, progress, evidence, patience, peace, poverty. Other nouns like jewelry, money, laughter, rubbish, equipment, furniture, cash, work, clothing, electricity, traffic, baggage, luggage, machinery, news, information, oil, advice, water, money, music, bread, cloth. You can use also quantifiers like a lot of, lots of, much, a little, little, some, any, all, most, none, no, this, that, with uncountable nouns. For example, I'd like to have a little juice. How much money do you need? You can't use these, those, one, a, and with uncountable nouns. For example, this equipment is very necessary. I bought the bread at the baker's. When you put an adjective with some of uncountable nouns, you can use a or an, because when you put an adjective before them, you make them distinctive from other nouns. So when you make them distinctive, you make them unique, and then you make them something totally different from the other, so you can deal with it as a singular noun. For example, I spent an enjoyable time in the countryside. He had a good education at Oxford. Quantifiers like a lot of, lots of can be followed by the plural or uncountable. For example, I have a lot or lots of books. She put a lot or lots of sugar. But many is only followed by plural noun, and it is preferred to come in the negative and interrogative forms. يعني بتيجي في النفي والاستفهام ده الأفضل يعني. Have you got many books? Yes, I have got a lot of books. A lot of can be used in the positive form. No, I haven't got many books. Many is used in the negative form. Much is followed by uncountable nouns, singular and countable nouns. For example, did you drink much coffee? Yes, I drank a lot of coffee. This sentence is positive. No, I didn't drink much coffee. Again, much is preferred in interrogative form and in the negative form. A few and few can be followed by the plural, but you have to remember that when you say a few, it means some. It's a small number, but it is enough to do something. When you say few without the letter A, it means not many, but almost none. It means that the number is not enough. For example, there are a few seats in the room. Some people will have to stand. Some people, they have scored a few points, they will lose the game. It is the same with a little and little, but with a little and little, they are followed by uncountable nouns. A little means some small amount of something, but it is enough to do whatever you want to do. Little means not much, it means almost nothing, it is nearly negative. So you can consider little without the letter A as negative. There is a little cheese in the fridge. There's a little cheese, but it means I'll make you a sandwich. It is enough to make a sandwich. I have little money in my pocket. Little money. It means that the money is not enough. I need to borrow some. We use some also to mean a small number, like a few, and sometimes we use it to mean a small amount, like a little. So some can be followed by countable plural or uncountable singular. For example, there is some cheese in the fridge. I'll make you a sandwich. I have little money in my pocket. I need to borrow some. Some can be used in offers. Would you like some sandwiches and some juice? And can also be used in the request. Can you give me some paper and some pens? Any. Any can be followed by plural and it can be followed by uncountable singular, but it is preferred to be used in the negative and interrogative forms. For example, he didn't have any sandwiches or any juice. This is negative. 2. Interrogative. Is there any tomatoes or any cheese in the fridge? Any can be used as the negative, like the negative with hardly. There is hardly any milk left. Any also can be used with at all to mean, okay, totally. I don't have any money at all. Loss, when you negate a verb, okay, with not or don't or doesn't, you can use any with the other nouns, but no itself is a negation. For example, he hasn't got any friends. He has got no friends. I'm not a teacher equals I am no teacher. Important notes. When and comes between two pronouns or two nouns, okay, when the form is the subject of the verb, they form a plural subject. For example, meat and chicken are sources of protein. You and I have to leave early. Is, was, has, infinitive plus ses, ies are verbs that are used with the singular subject. Like, for example, this man is kind, the car was repaired, the milk makes us healthy. Are, were, have, and the infinitive form are used with the plural subject. These men are kind, the cars were repaired. We can use many and much with so, very, as, too much. We can use many also with the same expressions. For example, I have so much work to do. She has put too much salt in the soup. Also, I saw too many people in the street. He has so many friends on Facebook. We can also start as a sentence with many and much, and even though that sentence is not in the negative form, or even we can use much and many as adjusted pronouns. For example, many students find math difficult. It is equal to many finds math difficult. Of course, many people, many students. Some nouns has the same form in plural or singular. For example, you can say one sheep or two sheep. You don't add s to make the noun plural, but you just use the same word. One deer, two deer. One fish, two fish. One aircraft, two aircraft. One spacecraft, two spacecraft. For example, a deer is running away from a tiger. A deer here is singular. Some deer here means a plural noun. Some deer are standing in the shade of a tree. You can use that before an adjective to indicate a plural noun, the name or a number of people who have the same adjective. For example, when you say the poor, you mean poor people, الفقراء, the rich, the disabled, the deaf. And when you mean deaf people or poor people or rich people or disabled people, then the verb must come in plural form. The poor are in need of our help. Poor people are in need of our help. Some words or some nouns are always in the plural form. There is no singular form from them, like cattle, cloth, glasses, jeans, people, players, police, scissors, shorts, trousers. Your clothes are dirty. Many congratulations, Rudy. When we are talk about a thing that is formed from two different parts, but the two parts together make a whole or make one thing, we use a plural verb. Like, for example, my glasses were broken yesterday. Your trousers are very fashionable. If you wanted to make those nouns singular, you can use a pair of before them, like a pair of sunglasses was on the table, 5 pairs of socks were bought for me. Don't forget that some names have two different meanings. One meaning it can be counted, and so it is considered countable, and the other meaning is uncountable. For example, like business, it can be uncountable, like when it means amal, but it can be countable when it means shirka or mashrua, like a business, and you can make the plural form from it, like businesses. Not only business, but other words like chicken, which mean the meat of chickens, a chicken, a whole chicken, the animal, and it can come in plural chickens. Coffee, you mean the liquid itself. A coffee, you mean a cup of coffee, and so you can give the plural coffees. Cold, which is the absence of heat, or you can call it as a sickness. A cold, it means the sickness itself, al-marad, or colds. Experience, which means knowledge that you gain by working, and experience, which is a situation in your life. An experience can be experiences, situations. Glass is a material of things, okay, which things are made of, and you can say a glass and you mean the container in which you drink things, then you can give it the plural noun glasses. Hair, you mean the materials that covers the body, or the materials that we use to stuff things, and you can count them in very few numbers, like 1 or 2, 3 hairs that you can find, for example, in the soup while you are eating, or you can find them on the floor of the barber's shop or so. Iron, the material, with which things are made, and you can make an iron, the device that you use to press your clothes, and then the plural comes irons. Light, which is the thing we see, the absence of darkness, and a light bulb, for example, or lights, المصباح نفسه. Orange, it is the color, and orange, it's the fruit that we eat. Paper, the material that we make things of. A paper, it is the newspaper that we read. Time is what we count on our watches, and sometimes it comes a time as marra, times marrat. For example, I don't like orange. Iron conducts heat and electricity. 2 very good irons are displayed in the shop. Those uncountable nouns can be treated as countable when you add bits and pieces before them. You know that advice is uncountable noun. So if you want to say one advice, or a piece of advice, you just use a bit or a piece. Give me a piece or a bit of advice. She gave me pieces or bits of advice. This is the plural form of it. Sometimes you use partitatives to with things like toothpaste. We deal with toothpaste in tubes. So you say a tube of toothpaste, box of matches, sheet of paper, a drop of water, a glass of lemonade, a jar of jam, a lump of sugar, a slice of meat, a loaf of bread, a grain of sand, a bottle of milk, a bar of whatever, soap or chocolate. When you say a jar of jam, so it's a singular noun. If you want to make it plural, you say jars of jam. You can make them plural by adding numbers and make the partitive in plural form, like 4 sheets of paper, of course, are 5 pairs of shoes are 6 jars of jam are 2 loaves of bread are 2 slices of meat are 6 bars of chocolate are 5 cups of coffee are. Right now we are going to do some exercise to check our understanding. First one, Mr. Hassan earns money. He is in need of your help. Little, many, few, much. Of course, many and few are out because money is an uncountable noun. So we have here little and much. Of course, he is in need of your help, so the answer is little. 2. How space meat do you need, madam? Long, many, much, 4. Meat is an uncountable noun, so we are going to use much. How space kilos of meat do you need, madam? Long, many, much, 4. Here the word kilos comes in plural, so the right word with a plural is many. How many kilos of meat do you need, madam? 4. He doesn't like life, as there is always too much voices, noise, cars, shops. Of course, the answer is noise. Of course, you can pause the video, answer first, then continue the video to check your answer. 5. Will you buy a space of toothpaste honey, piece, glass, tube, plate? The answer is tube. Toothpaste comes in tubes. 6. People live in the country today than in the past. Little, less, few, fewer. We have the comparison fewer because of that. People countable, so fewer people live in the country today than in the past. 7. I can hear too many space in the living room. Do you have guess? Noise, هنا, voices is the right answer, because many is followed by a plural noun. 8. I have had many jobs to do and so space time. Few, a little, little. The answer is little, so little time. You can't say so a little time, so little time. 9. There is 3 pairs of scissors in the drawer. Of course, it's 3 pairs plural, so we are going to use are. How space do you have? Much money, few money, many monies. Money is uncountable, so we use much. How much money? 11. He bought space blue shorts, a, an, some, any. Shorts is plural, so we can't use a, an. Any comes in the negative, so the answer is some blue shorts. 12. There is plenty of sugar, but we need some more coffee. Of course, plenty of is, are, was, were. Plenty of sugar is uncountable, and the uncountable is always singular. So we have is or was, but the sentence itself is in the present form, so the answer is. 13. He gave the police a lot of space about the criminal. Few information and information. Information is uncountable word, so you can't use a plural form like informations, and you can't put an before it. The answer is information only. 14. I don't have space time to speak to you. I have to leave right now. Few, much, no, many. I don't have much time. Of course, we can't use no because no is a negative by itself. It can't be used with not. Time is uncountable, so we use much. My trousers, 15. My trousers is space some holes in them. Has, have, is, are. Trousers, okay, are plural, so we use the plural verb have. 16. Can you help me with my luggages? Baggages, a baggage, luggage. Luggage and the baggage are uncountable words, so we can't use a baggage and we can't use the plural form baggages or luggages, so the right answer is luggage. Could I have only space orange to eat? Okay. Could I have, here is a request, some, any, many, and. Of course, any can't be used here because this is a request. It is not a question, so the right answer is an orange. 18. There space a lot of people who are interested in what you are doing. Is, was, have, are. A lot of people is plural, so the answer is are. 19. I gave Rudaina advice about doing better at English. And, some, any, a few. Advice here is an uncountable noun, so we can't use a few, we can't use an. Any is used with the negative form, so the answer is some. 20. There are a lot of hotels in Aswan. A lot of hotels is a plural noun. Has, was, are, had. The answer is are. 21. I haven't got my camera, so I can't take photographs. A, some, any, many. The answer is any. Here, Hannah, 22. Her clothes to be ironed has needed, needs, need, is needing. Of course, the answer is need. 23. There only a little accommodation available in this hotel. Are, where, do, is. The answer is 24. We met space interesting people at the party. Some, any, much, a little. Some. Ashraf has a lot of good space, an idea, ideas, some ideas. Ideas. 26. I need information. And, few, some, many. Some. I didn't buy a pen. I bought a hat for my brother. Some, few, and a. 28. How space work do you do every day? Many, much, often, old. How much work do you do every day? 29. I haven't got luggage. I have much. I haven't got much luggage. Here I have much. هنا المفروض تكون I haven't got much luggage. I have some. much الأخرانية دي غلط من إيه؟ غلط مطبعي أو خطأ مطبعي. Mistyping. 30. She gave me binoculars. Binoculars اللي هو المنظار يبقى some binoculars. Special cases. 31. I must buy some bread. I hardly have space left in the kitchen. Hardly تعتبر negative. عندي much, any, many, some. The answer is any. 32. 200 pounds enough for today's spending. 200 pounds كلها على بعض كده يعتبر مبلغ واحد، يعني يعتبر singular noun. Are, have, is, were, is. Try to reduce the space of cups of tea you drink a day. هنا cups يبقى the number of cups. 34. There is juice for everyone to drink a little. مدام كفاية يبقى enough. 35. There aren't spaces in this town, only two. Some hotels, any hotels, many hotels, much hotels. Only two. يبقى there aren't many hotels in this town, only two. The money of the box space on the table. أنا بتكلم عن money مش البوكس. يبقى is on the table. Not are, not were, not has. 37. There aren't space seats for everybody. Some people will have to sit on the floor or stand. All, much, any, enough. There aren't enough seats for everybody. 38. How space are coming to the party? Many people, much people, any people. Of course the answer is many people. 39. The police space interviewing some people is, was, or have. The police is always a plural word. So the answer is are. 40. He failed to carry out his duties as a manager as he didn't have many experiences, enough experiences, much experience. He didn't have much experience. Uncountable noun. Congratulations. I am very happy to hear your good news. Congratulations is always plural. So many congratulations. 42. There wasn't a space traffic on the road, only a few private cars. Many, much, little, few. Much. My space are in my bag. A glass, a pair of glasses, glasses. Pair of glasses. لا دي الأفضل الإجابة بتاعتها هنا glasses. My glasses are in my bag. هنا my pair of glasses المفروض تبقى is in my bag. So this is also a mistake. 44. How space coffee do you want in your coffee? How much, how many, little, few. طبعا the answer is how. also برضو هنا في mistake لأن المفروض دي تكون how many coffees. How many coffees do you want? 44 right answer بتاعتها how many coffees do you want in your. طبعا هنا coffee مش هتنفع برضو المفروض in your office. مثلا الجملة كلها مش مظبوطة. كان الأفضل حاجة how much sugar do you want in your coffee. دي الإجابة أو دي المفروض السؤال يكون كده. 45. Those sheep are fat. طبعا مادام قال those يبقى sheep هنا جمع. 46. There a lot of rubbish in the kitchen. Is أو are أو has أو were. المفروض هنا there is a lot of rubbish. 47. My reading glasses missing. Reading glasses دي جمع يبقى المفروض تبقى are missing. 48. This poor woman has a few child, little children, much children. هنا little children وهنا كلمة little كي تبقى مش محدد كمية ولكنها adjective means small children. 49. We hardly heard news of him since he left the company. Hardly تعتبر negative any news. 50. Mathematics are not very easy to understand. Are, were, is, has. Mathematics is a school subject, so it is singular, so the answer is S. 51. Knowledge of foreign language is necessary. Okay, knowledge is uncountable noun, so the answer is S. Check your understanding. Little children travel on the train for free. This means not many children travel on the train for free. A few children travel on the train for free. Little number of children travel on the train for free. Younger children travel on the train for free. children is countable plural. عندي children دي اسم جمع، وليتل أساسا ما بتجيش كمحدد كمية مع الأسماء الجمع، ولكن تيجي مع الأشياء التي لا تعد. يبقى ليتل هنا جاب معنى تاني، جاب معنى small or young in age. So the answer is young children travel on the train for free. 53. I have got no money left. I mean that I have little money left. I have very little money left. I don't have any money left. I have some money left. طبعا في جميع الحالات A, B, D في لسه معايا فلوس، انما هنا في 53 I've got no money left هنا النيجيشن كامل، يبقى افضل اجابة هنا C. I don't have any money left. 54. Ali is not a doctor. Which of the following gives the same meaning? Ali is no doctor. Ali has no job. Ali doesn't like doctors. Ali is a professor. Of course, the answer is Ali is no doctor. 55. Some people like watching basketball, but space prefer football. Any, many, people, every, one. Of course, محتاجين هنا noun. Okay, many يقصد بها many people. Some more exercise. For example, 1. 3 hours, a long time to wait for her to come. 3 hours here is, are, have been, were. 3 hours is just one period of time, so it is singular as. 2. Exercise keeps your body fit, so you should join a gym class. Many, much, a lot, any. Much. A bag of money from my father while walking last night. Were stolen, is stolen, was stolen, are stolen, was stolen. 4. Are there biscuits left? I am starving. Any, some, much, too much. Any. Interrogative طبعا, the question. The trousers you pull for me, space fit. Don't, doesn't, isn't, aren't. Don't fit. I don't have furniture. I feel more comfortable with less furniture. Many, much, some, a. The answer is much. Can you bring me water, please? Any, some, many, a lot. Some. Request. Coffee have you drunk today? 2 cups. How many? How much? How long? Coffee, uncountable. How much? إنما ممكن تقول how many coffees. How much coffee, but how many coffees? Do you have space rice left? ده question عادي يبقى any. Space money do you need for your holiday? How far, how many, how much, how long? How much money? 11. Aesthetics, my father's favorite sport, is, are, were, have been, is. 12. How space seconds are there in an hour? Much, long, high, many. How many? Would you like a space cup of tea? A, any, some, an. Would you like a cup of tea? One of the players in the blue team very tall. R is, B is being, is. I asked my wife to wear dress that I bought her last week. An, the, a, any. The. There were only a space people in the meeting, so the manager cancelled that. Little, many, much, few. Few. Most of our furniture in the meter are made, is made, makes, is making, furniture uncountable, يبقى is made. 18. The police know how the accident happened. Police, plural, do, does, is, was, do the police. I bought my son a new pair of shoes, which is space very expensive. Are, were, was, have. Was. Only one pair. 20. There are two space passengers on the train. I couldn't get on it. Any, a lot of, much, many. There are too many passengers. 21. Books are very useful, while others are not. Any, some, a lot, much. Of course, the answer is some books. My friends managed to get a lot of useful information, but I haven't got any. Very much, and I always give them some useful advice. Devices, advices, advice, advice. Can you tell me how space times you have seen this film? Many, any, much, often. How many times? Everyone knows that aesthetics us fit and healthy. Keep are keeping, keeps have kept. Of course, aesthetics is singular, keeps. 26. Would you like to have space help with this project? Some help with this project. 27. One of the books that I have just read about a true story. One of the books is singular noun, so the answer is about a true story. Here is another exercise. Space people who use computers, space can get physical problems. They find that their eyesight gets worse if they look at the screen for too long. In addition, computer users spend space time sitting down. So many space them are becoming overweight. Space people have become addicted to space internet and chat rooms. Many people, much, of, lots, using. 2. Last year, Sami and Hatim went to Space Sinai Desert in Egypt. They rented a truck. They needed it in their journey to the desert. Sami knew how to drive, but Hatim didn't. So Sami was the space in charge of driving them to the desert. It was a long trip. Sami became very tired and sleepy, and he drove all night their way to Sinai. Then Sami fell asleep and lost control of the truck. It went quickly down a hill and he crashed into a tree. They had a space accident. Space, no one was hurt. After that, Hatim decided to learn to drive. He asked Sami to teach him so he can always be prepared to drive on occasions like this. شوفها كده تاني من الأول. Last year, Sami and Hatim went to the Sinai Desert in Egypt. They rented a truck. They needed it in their journey to the desert. Sami knew how to drive, but Hatim didn't. So Sami was in charge of driving them to the desert. It was a long trip. Sami became very tired and sleepy as he drove all night long their way to Sinai. Then Sami fell asleep and lost control of the truck. It went quickly down a hill and crashed into a tree. They had an accident, but no one was hurt. After that, Hatim decided to learn how to drive. He asked Sami to teach him so he can always be prepared to drive on occasions like this. Thank you very much for being with us, and I hope you have enjoyed your time. With all Allah's blessings. See you later.